Hey YouTube, good morning. How's everybody doing? Quick shout out to all those people out in Wisconsin doing the hard work. But a quick thought improvement planning item for everybody or anybody that may be concerning. Providing yourself with standoff and control measures for these people that are attempting to defend private property. One thing was a couple of concerning images in those activities out there. Some fellas were guarding a gas station and they're allowing the mob to basically just roll up on them, get face to face with them. If you are going to defend private property or businesses like that, you need to create standoff. You need to create distance and control measures. Not so much to control the mob, but to give yourself distance and a visual cue, basically a trigger point. Ideally, that would be concertina wire and barriers, right? You probably don't have that. It's probably difficult to get to. But anything you can do to put around a perimeter and you stand back from it. Do not put yourself at the front edge of the property. That edge is usually not the part you're defending. You're usually defending the hard building or like the gas pumps, etc. Get yourself a fence if you can. Obviously, that's hard. I have the benefit of fully fenced property. That's a trigger point. That's a key indicator. Somebody crosses that line that they are now willfully in my business, right? Obviously, the signs help for the easily dissuaded useful idiots, but for those a little bit more determined, once they cross that line and you've thrown verbal warnings at them, that's the cue. Do not let people get up in your face. Do not let people get close enough to be able to harm you and disarm you or otherwise. That's really concerning, is these people being armed and allowing these people to get within arm's reach, a little less right in their face, to argue and debate with them. You're not there to argue and debate. You're there to do your job. Create barriers, create space to not only keep the mob away, but to give yourself that visual and audio cue, potentially, if you have that ability. Anything. String up 550 cord with tape on it. Electric wire. There's things that are cheap that you can go get just to run up back and forth in a fence-like fashion. It's not hard to set down 2 T-posts in 2 areas. And some of that stuff's really, there's a lot of concrete and pavement. But usually there's like a little grassed plot along the edge or something like that. But if not, anything else, put a bucket of sand, put a T-post in it to run the wire back and forth. Anything you can do to create that barrier so that you know that these people are willfully now creating ill intent after being warned multiple times and having a physical barrier, and that's for your benefit. Take the time today, go to the tractor supply store, farm store, or whatever, get some wire, get some T-post, figure out how to rope off the perimeter, basically, or fence off the perimeter of any business location that you plan on being at, or place like that. Some thoughts, people. It's getting frosty out there. Live free.